Hello, everybody. This is going to be my attempt at sharing some useful information that I believe we can all learn from. I'm going to walk through 3 different browsers or website. I'm going to go through the Toastmasters International website, show you some interesting things about that, to Pathways BaseCamp, and to our club website. Let's start with the Toastmasters International website. We should all know where this is, toastmasters.org. You log in. Okay, now that I'm in, I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this wonderful feature on this website, but see where my name is? I'm pointing at the top of the screen right in the middle. If you select your name, it will bring you to the entire history of what you've done with Toastmasters, regardless of what clubs you belong to. In my case, you've got the member since, well, in everybody's case, we've got education awards, which is very useful. You can see and filter what program you want to know more about, what club was awarded the educational award. You can filter dates, etc. So here we have everything that I've earned and what club was awarded the educational point. And in the case of the older program, it tells you the speech name and date that it was given, because that's what we used to have to enter for those educational awards. This was a high performance project, leadership excellence. So again, you just click on your name and it brings you to all this wonderful information. I'm backing up a screen. So this is the main screen. Offices held. It's got all that history. Anything you could possibly want to know about yourself and Toastmasters, it's all there. Notice also that you can go to BaseCamp, the Pathways BaseCamp, from here, as well as from the main screen. When you first log in, there's an option to go to Pathways from there. So there's 2 routes to Pathways from the main screen. I'm going to go ahead and select Pathways and move on to the next part of this training. Pathways. Go to BaseCamp. I'm already logged in because it's directed from Toastmasters International, so you don't have to sign in again. However, you're no longer on the Toastmasters International website, and if you want to go back there, you have to sign back in again. I'm going to access my path. I have chosen High Impact Speakers to be my home club, but I can switch at any time and award the educational point to whatever club I choose, being more strategic. Right now, I'm going to go to BaseCamp. On the top, this is the homepage of BaseCamp. On the top right, you'll see my picture because I've loaded that in the profile. But this, my account, when you select that, you have to go down and select the my account. This is where you can enter your picture, but the settings is what I want to talk about. Anytime you perform a role for a club meeting, you can update this. You can see I haven't updated all counter for a long time, and put the date that you perform that role. And the reason for this is at some point during your path, you can't move on to the next section without having updated, performing these roles. So it is important to update this whenever you can. Let's go back to home. Now I'm on 3 different paths. I'm doing the mentor program, motivational strategies, and presentation mastery. So when you're on the home page, you'll see the paths that you've already registered for, and you can go straight to the curriculum and see where you stand with that path. In this case, I'm in level 5 of presentation mastery. I still have electives that I need to do before I can complete this path. Minimum 1 required, and I click on that, and these are the options I have for the elective for this presentation mastery. Go back to home, paths and learning. If anybody has loaded a speech evaluation to your profile, it'll be here. Or you can load them yourself. When somebody gives you the speech evaluation, you can scan it and load it so that you have your history of all those in the same place. Paths and learning. This is another way to get to your curriculum. There's more than one way to get to almost everything. You see, we're right back where we started. So that is the interesting part about Pathways, your account, and making sure that you update the roles that you've performed. Now let's go to our club website, introduce you to a few things there. I've already logged in as myself. If you don't know when you performed certain roles, or you don't want to go back to the club website and go one at a time look at every agenda, you can select this icon right here of a person. And there's lots of different reports you can get out of this. You can get a member role report, speech report, meeting attendance, but I go to the member role report. And depending on my purpose of looking at this, I can select all members or I can select just myself. In your case, if you want to know when you perform certain roles so you can update that on Pathways, just select yourself. You can select it only for this current Toastmaster year, or you can select it for all, or a start date. And then you run the report. And here's what it looks like. I did all dates, so there's going to be quite a few, but it's in date order, starting with the oldest date, going to the newest date. Every role that you filled. Very useful information. So going back to our website, again, you just pick that meeting roles icon. Now when you sign up for a speech, let me show you something. I'm going to sign up for a speech and then I'll delete it because I know I won't be giving one. Always put your path and project. See that label right there, choose your path. If you're in presentation mastery, just start typing presentation mastery. And it'll bring you right to it. Presentation mastery, and then pick the level and the elective or whatever it is you're doing. Find the correct one. Reflect on your path. It automatically populates it with the number of minutes for the project. And for the purposes of evaluating you, it loads the appropriate evaluation form for the person who will be evaluating you. So type your title, your introduction, your objectives, speaker introduction, as well as project objectives. That's very useful for the audience as well. Or for the Toastmaster, because once you enter that information, the Toastmaster has the ability to select that printer icon and print the introduction if you've entered the information. The evaluator has the option of printing out the evaluation form in advance. It's moving slow. Oh, I haven't saved it yet. Okay. It appears to be frozen. That happens sometimes. Okay, it's remembered me. Let's see if my speech was saved. Okay. And Okay, now it's been saved. Oh, it did not save it. The path is no longer there. Okay. Now that it's saved, I should be able to print out the evaluation form. And with that is the appropriate project, the purpose, and notes for the evaluator. So this is very helpful for the evaluator to have in advance and very easy for them to get if you have indicated what path and project you plan on doing for your speech. I also want to point out that it's always nice if people let us know if they're not going to be able to attend the meeting. And this is where you do it. You put your name. It should have it automatically, but you put your name and then your message and then save. I'm going to remove myself from this project so I don't take up space when somebody else might want to enjoy it. So to review, little tidbits that I've stumbled upon over the years and months is this button right here, my account, which brings me to this information. And this curriculum path that brings you to where you need to go for your project. So I hope this has been a little useful for everybody, and we'll do this again. Thank you.